YouTube. This video is gonna be cause like I've just left college. I think it was a few weeks ago, but because of this virus, we've been having to do it from home. So this video is gonna be about seeing that even if you've got disabilities, don't let people tell you that you can't do stuff, because people all my life has been saying to me, you can't do this, you can't do that, you won't be able to do this. I've proved them all wrong, so I'm gonna like talk about it in the video. But anyways, so like we had to work from home because of the virus. So college has been closed. Well, it hasn't been like properly closed because like you've got parents, like, cause like some people have been asked if they wanted to go in if they needed like support, or if like I think it's if the parents are key workers and they can't like stay at home on their own. But we had I think a couple of weeks ago we had a video because we have video meetings with my tutor in my class, and it was really nice because it's just me, my tutor, my best friend and my other friend in the meeting, but like the whole class was on apart from two people, so it was nice. And then she said, my tutor said in the video, one person in this class out of the 6 years has completed like the course for this year. And then I was like thinking, it's not going to be me. I was like, it's definitely not going to be me. And then my teacher said, and that is Kirsty, and I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. But like, I think everyone else is finished now, but I was, because like my best friend's finished, and if my other friend's finished, and other girls finished, but I'm not sure about the others. They probably are finished as well, but I was the first one finished. I don't know how, but I think it was because I'd done like my other work was marked for lockdown, and this other teacher, because of lockdown, it was taking a while to get stuff marked and that, but mine was marked before the lockdown. So I was so pleased. But what I am going to get into is my old school that I went to, because I had to have a fight, well not a fight, but like it was like a fight to get into college, because before I left school I was having a really hard time with teachers, because they were telling me, and I'm not going to give out the college names because that's going to reveal my location. That could reveal my location if people look up the college and then see where I live, and I don't want that to happen. So there was two colleges, but one college was what the teachers were wanting us to go to. Oh, I think it's raining. Or it might have been bird poop, but anyway. So I wanted first of all, I wanted to do animal care, to work with animals. So I was going to go to this college that works for animals, but the teachers were saying to us, Kirsty, you're not going to be able to do that. And then I was like saying, yes I am, I want to work with animals, because I like animals and I still do. And then they were like saying, well, you're not going to get a good paid job out of it, and it's hard to get into it. So what I did is I said, right then, I'm going to go to the college and have a look, because my mum was like, you need to do what you want, ignore the teachers. So I went to the college, and then they said they weren't very nice, the staff, and they said you won't be able to do it because of my disability, because of my arm and that. So and I didn't really like the college anyway. I didn't like the staff. So what my other choice was is childcare. So I went, and the teachers didn't want us to do childcare either. So I went to the college that I go to now, and they were all friendly, and they were like, oh yeah, definitely you'll be able to do it. So I went back to school, and then I had a word with the teachers, and it was like, well, my other option was childcare, and they were like, oh, why do you want to do childcare? That's new. It wasn't new. When I was younger, that I used to wanted to be a teacher, and I used to help out in younger classes to help with the children. And they were like, well, that's new. I was like, because I don't normally talk about children, because when I got older, I got more into animal care, and that teacher hasn't known me from when I was younger. And then she was like, so why? And then I was like, well, I help look after my cousins, and they were like, well, that's different, that's family. And they were like, Pop, I've been nasty to us and that. And one teaching assistant was saying, I'll be good at childcare. So they went out the classroom and started arguing, these two teachers. And I was like, I want to do childcare, so I'll do it. So I applied for the course, and the teacher was shaking her head at us. So, and when I went to college and that, all the staff at college are saying I'm doing well, and they can't believe that my old school said that I couldn't be able to do it, and they says that I shouldn't have said that. So what I've done is, and also there's this other stupid woman that I wish I didn't have to see, is because she said to us, she's trying to stop us from going to college as well, because when I did my entry level, I had to have a meeting with her, and she was saying to us, you can't do level 2, it won't be good for you. Well, I've passed. And then she was, because like when you have different like conditions and that, like different disabilities and that, you've got to do certain things. So she was saying to us, she kept saying, ew, that's disgusting, and I was like, excuse me, that's rude. And my parents were both at work, so they couldn't attend the meeting, but when I told my parents, they weren't happy. So, and I had to see her again on the when I did my second year. I refused to see her because my parents couldn't get the time up, and then she said it was, and my parents tried to ring her to rearrange the meeting. She wouldn't answer, and she wasn't listening to them either, because she came up to me and said, I'll see you on Monday. I was like, no, you're not. I was like, my parents said to rearrange it, but then she was like, yeah, will that be hard? And then I says, I'm not bothered. And then she says, why can't you come with us on your own, because you did last time? So I said to her, because I'm not. So she says, how you got a problem with me? I said, yeah, I do. She's horrible, I don't want to see her again. My parents don't like her either. And she didn't want me to go to my college either, which is just over there. So she's horrible. She's tried to stop one of my other friends as well. Honestly, I don't like her. And another thing what I was saying is, oh god, it's raining. I should have done this in the house because my parents. Oh well. I'll just go in the house and then I'll put this video back. As I was saying, and as well as getting back to my old school, because I had passed, and people can't believe my old school's done this, because I had passed my level 2 and my entry level, no, my level 1 I should say, and my entry level. Well, I did my entry level, passed it, done my level 1, passed it, and I'm going on to level 2. I had my school that I went to, it's got a Facebook page, and I had commented on one of their posts saying that I had passed my entry level and my level 1, and I'm moving on to level 2, and I'm doing so well. And I had said that I was pleased that I didn't listen to them, to saying that I shouldn't be going to that college, and that they shouldn't have said that. So do you know what they've done? They've banned us from the page. It just goes to show you can't even say what you want to say these days. Because if you say the truth, well, if you say your opinion or like you say certain things, people get offended, and it's stupid the way this world is. what people are saying now is this world's just full of snowflakes and that. It's just stupid, honestly. But as well as ever since because of my disabilities, people that know me will know my disabilities. People all my life have said to me, you won't be able to do this, you won't be able to do this. Like when I was younger, because my mum told us, I don't know who it was, but it must have been like a doctor or something, had said to my mum, I would never be able to dress at all, or I would never be able to dress myself or dress a child. I can do it. I've dressed dolls. I can dress myself. Yeah, some clothes, some stuff I do need help with. Like I can't put hoodies on because they're tight and that. But I can do loads of things. And like in the said as well as you won't be able to swim. I'm a good swimmer. I can really it was when I was in first school. We did swimming lessons, and I've had other swimming lessons as well. But because you used to get swimming lessons with school, so and all my like friends were clapping and go on, Kirsty. I was better than them. So it just goes to show you that you can't. I was just reading that. My best friend sent us a message, so I was just reading it. I'll check it after the video. But it just goes to show you, I've proved everyone wrong. Because people keep saying to us, you can't do this, you can't do that. I've proved them all wrong. Like, I've proved that I can swim. I've proved that I can dress. I've proved that I can go to college. People are now saying that I won't be able to do stuff around the house. Yesterday, I had my best friend over at my house, so I've tidied up. My parents couldn't believe how well I cleaned the bathroom and how well I've cleaned the house. But people say you won't be able to do this. The other week I washed the dishes, and people say because you've got one hand, you won't be able to do it. You find ways. I find it easy using one. Well, some stuff easy using one hand because, like, other people would find it hard because obviously they've got two hands. They're not used to it. But you find ways around it. And I'm trying to think of other things people said I won't be able to do. Yeah, someone else, and this really, really upset me. Someone had just said, I think it was last year, said that I wouldn't be able to have children. Well, said I could have children, but I wouldn't be able to manage on my own. Like, because, like, when they're newborn and that, you'll need help and that. But doesn't everyone need help? But now they're saying I will be able to have children and manage, but because they realise they're really upset it, and they shouldn't have said that. But everybody, when you have your first child and when they're young, everybody needs help. But people think because I have disabilities that they've got to make it sound like I can't do stuff, and it's horrible. Because they just say, oh, because it's a disability. Just because I've got disabilities doesn't mean I can't do stuff, and it's horrible. And this is probably why I suffer mental health as well, because if people say to us, you can't do this, I do feel worthless in that. Like they're saying to us now, like they just make us feel useless. Like they're saying you won't, like people say you won't be able to get a job in that. I'm not going to be sitting around the house all my time because I don't like doing that. I'm a sociable person. I like being out there, and it's just horrible. It really is. Because I'm doing well at college, and I have had jobs. Like I've done work placements, and they're all saying I'm really good. Like they even said I wouldn't be able to manage for children. I've done well at my work placement. It just goes to show you, you can't let people tell you that you can't do it. people with disabilities, you always hear people say, a lot of people say you can't do this, you can't do that. Yes, you can. You see people on the TV with like worse off disabilities than what I have, and they can do stuff, they've proved stuff wrong. So it just goes to show you, if someone says to you, you can't do this, try it, and I bet you proved them wrong. That's it for this video. It was just really a talk to like share my experience, what I have. And if you've got disabilities, just show people that you can do stuff. And because I've proved people wrong, I do it all the time. And my parents are proud of us, and my friends are proud of us. Like, I've got this really good friend, like he's my best friend, and he always says to us that I've proved people wrong, and he's really supportive of me, and he's always there for us. And he always says how well I do, and it's really nice. But that's it for this video. Bye.